Hi everyone, in this video we'll be discussing the find the smallest divisor given a threshold problem from LeetCode. So first let us go over the problem description and then we'll see how to solve it. So let's say that we have an array like this. Okay, and we are given a certain threshold. So in this case, let's say our threshold is 6. So what we need to do in this case? We need to find the smallest number, find the smallest divisor such that when we divide each number of this array A by that number, then the sum of the answers is less than or equal to 6. We need to find the smallest number. So let's say that number is k. So using that number k, we will compute 1 by k plus 2 by k plus 5 by k plus 9 by k. Now what the problem is saying that the total sum of this, find the smallest k such that 1 by k plus 2 by k plus 5 by k plus 9 by k is less than or equal to 6, which is the threshold. So this is the problem. For example, let us say we take our k as 9. So when we take our k as 9, 1 by 9 will be, and one more thing problem is saying that when you compute the quotient, you round it up to the nearest integer greater than that. So 1 by 9 will be taken as 1. 1 by 9 is 0 point something, so I will round it off to 1. 2 by 9 is also 0 point something, so I will also round it off to 1. 5 by 9 will also be rounded off to 1 by similar logic, and 9 by 9 is 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is less than equal to 6. Correct. So 9 is a possible answer. But is 9 the smallest number? 9 is not the smallest number, because if I take k is equal to 5, then also my answer will remain less than equal to threshold. So 1 by 5 is 1, 2 by 5 is 1, 5 by 5 is 1, 9 by 5 is 2. So in this case also, the total sum 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, which is 5, is less than equal to 6. So k is equal to 5 can also be the answer, right? But if I do for k equal to 4, then let us see what happens. So when I am at k equal to 4, 1 by k will be 1, 2 by k is 1, 5 by k is 2, 9 by k is 3. So now my this value 1 by k plus 2 by k plus 5 by k, this value becomes greater than 6, right? So since it is now greater than threshold, 4 cannot be the answer. Okay, so in this case, if you will see that any value less than 4 will also not be answer, and the lowest value that we can find, which can be the possible answer, is 5. So 5 will be my final answer in this case. So similarly, we are given an array A and we are given a threshold. We need to find the final answer for each of these values. So to solve this problem, the brute force way would be to just iterate over all the values of k starting from 1 and moving on till the maximum value of in the array. So in this case, we will write a for loop which will iterate from 1 to 9 and it will compute this function. Let's call this function as f of k. So for each value of k between 1 and 9, it will calculate the value of f of k, and as soon as it finds a number, the first number which has f of k less than equal to threshold, which is 6, it will stop. So this will be my brute force solution. But the problem with the brute force solution is that you are iterating from 1 to 9, right? 1 is the smallest number and 9 is the maximum number. In the worst case, you will have to reach 9. So essentially your time complexity will become O of m, where m is the difference between largest and smallest element, which can be pretty large because my integer range is very large, so m can be very large. So this solution is obviously not very efficient. So let us see how we can optimize it further by just using one simple property. So to optimize this solution, let us take a look at the function f of k. Now f of k is equal to 1 by k plus 2 by k plus 5 by k plus 9 by k and so on. So if let's say there were more elements, then I would add them also to f of k. Now if you will notice, for f of k, if my k is very small, then f of k value will be large. As soon as I increase my k, gradually f of k value starts decreasing, right? As soon as I gradually as I increase my k value, my f of k will start decreasing, and if my k value is small, then f of k will start increasing. So if you see, f of k will have a maximum value when k is equal to 1, and it will have the minimum value when k is equal to 9. So it's a decreasing function. So this is the property that we can use when implementing a binary search solution for this. So what I will do now, I will take the so if let's say low is my lowest element in the array, let's say it is 1, and high is the highest element, which is 9. So what will happen here is, I will try to implement a binary search between low and high. So every time when I do a binary search, I will get some midpoint. Mid is equal to low plus high by 2. Right, what I will do, I will compute f of mid. So when I am computing f of mid, I will check if f of mid is greater than threshold or less than threshold. If it is or less than or equal to threshold, so let us see how our function f would look like. My function f would be something like this. It's a decreasing function, and let's say this is my threshold. This is k and this is f of k, and this is my threshold. So one thing is clear, that if f of mid is greater than threshold, let's say f of mid is greater than threshold, then it's somewhat here, like here. Then all the numbers to the less than mid, they will also be greater than threshold, because f is a decreasing function, right? So if hypothetically, let's say mid is 3, and if f of 3 is giving me value greater than threshold, then there is no point in checking values of f of 1 and f of 2. It means my answer is to the right of 3, between 4 and 9, right? Similarly, if my f of mid is less than or equal to threshold, let's say it is here. So in this case, mid is a possible answer, but it is not the best answer, right? I need to find the smallest number which gives me this value, right? So I will, if let's say f of 7 is less than equal to 6, which is my threshold, then 7 could be the answer, but it is not the final answer. There could be a better answer than 7. Maybe if I choose number 5 or number 6, then that will also give me less than equal to threshold, right? So using this property, I can discard left half or the right half when I am doing binary search, and that way I can solve the problem. So in this case, let's say instead of 1 to 5 9, let's say I had 0 to 5 9. So what I will do, I will compute my low, and low will be 0 and high will be 9. So I will compute the midpoint. Midpoint will be 4. So I will compute f of 4. F of 4 will be 0 by 4 plus 2 by 4 plus 5 by 4 plus 9 by 4. So it will be 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, which will be 6. So 4 can be a possible answer, but it is not the final answer, right? So I need to check for numbers less than 4. I need to check for numbers less than 4 as well. So now I will do high equal to mid minus 1. Mid is 4, low was 0. So high equal to mid minus 1, so high will now become 3. So I am now searching for a number between 0 and 3. So mid will be here, 0 plus 3 by 2 will be 1, 1.5, so I will round it off to 1. Now if I compute f of 1, it is 0 by 1 plus 2 by 1 plus 5 by 1 plus 9 by 1. So f of 1 will be nothing but 9 plus 5, 14 plus 2, 16, which is greater than 6. So now I will move ahead. I will do low equal to mid plus 1. So low will now become 2 and high will now become, high is already 3. So 2 plus 3 by 2 is 2. So now I will check for f of 2. F of 2 will be 0 by 2 plus 2 by 2 plus 5 by 2 plus 9 by 2, which will be nothing but 1 plus 3 plus 5, which is also greater than 6. So it means that is also not my possible answer. So again I will do low equal to mid plus 1. So now low will become 3 and high is also 3. Now again mid will be 3. So in this case also I will check for f of 3 again, which will be larger than threshold, which will be larger than 6. So now my search will stop, and whatever is the answer that I found earlier, which was 4, that is my final answer. So this is a very easy problem if you are able to identify the pattern in the f, and once you identify, then it becomes really easy to solve this problem. So I hope you like this solution, and if you have any doubts, then you can ask in the comments below.